Now, this next clip was captured by another young man who thrives on exploring things beyond this world and going to places most people wouldn't dare step into. On the 20th of February 2024, he visited an abandoned home with a story of a family who fled overnight after claiming a jinn had taken over the house. Some even said the creature still roams its halls, guarding it from intruders. Everywhere was quiet when he entered, but moments later, this happened.
Bismillah! أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. أعوذ بالله. أعوذ بالله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم. لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم. له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه؟ بسم الله. من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه؟ ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. بسم الله. الله القوي وأنتم ضعفاء. الله القوي.
It was a nightmare, a living nightmare he was praying to wake up from. Whatever presence there wasn't just unfriendly, it was violent, and when he tried to escape, every exit was either locked or swinging open and shut on its own. A jinn are believed to manipulate reality, create illusions, and even trap people in places where time feels distorted. Some say they feed on fear, while others believe they guard certain locations they've claimed as their own. If the stories are true, this encounter fits the pattern, and to this day, no one knows for sure if he ever made it out. Like many videos before it, this one remains unresolved. This next video is about Ray Turner, a man who experiences unnatural things. But unlike most people who spend weeks or even years trying to figure out the cause, Ray is well aware of exactly why these things happen. One thing you should know about Ray is that he loves to collect haunted objects. The moment he hears something is cursed or has a sinister backstory, he somehow can't resist bringing it home. There was one time he acquired an antique music box from a closing estate sale. The seller claimed it once belonged to a woman who went missing in 1924. The first night Ray had it, the music box played on its own, but the melody was slower than normal, warped, and ending in what sounded like a whisper. Another time, he acquired a set of antique mirrors from a closed-down hotel, and guests claimed they could see strangers' faces standing behind them in the glass. Ray now owns over 50 haunted antiques with equally terrifying stories, but this time, what he acquired came with a dangerous presence. Watch.
I have this morning had the most terrifying paranormal encounter in my own home. Can you hear banging coming from downstairs? It woke me up this morning, but there shouldn't be anybody down here. Hello? Oh my god. Hello? Hello? What the Will, you okay? Hello? Oh my god, what's going on? Please forgive the heavy breathing, I was in complete shock here. As some of you may know, I collect haunted artifacts from various locations. Also, is that an orb? Anyway, I was recently interviewed by the Liverpool Echo, specifically regarding this haunted painting I recently acquired. It details a scene of Wigan Town Centre from the 1940s, and allegedly the artist took his own life after creating this picture. The atmosphere in the house has altered since this was brought in, and this morning just proves my theory, this is haunted.
He recently acquired a framed painting of Wigan, said to be haunted by its painter. According to legend, the artist took his own life shortly after completing the piece, insisting that something in the painting was watching him back. And now, from what Ray's caught on camera, it's clear he's brought home a far more aggressive spirit than before. But here's the thing, Ray seems to embrace the paranormal energy of his haunted objects rather than fear them. He often researches their histories, talks to other collectors, and documents the strange activity they cause. So unless something truly dangerous happens, chances are this painting will remain right where it is. part of Ray's ever-growing and increasingly unnerving haunted collection. So all we can do now is access what exactly transpired here. The following video was captured by a woman who had to install a camera after she kept coming home to her chairs pulled out, cupboards left open, and doors she was certain she'd locked now standing wide open. The first day this started, about 3 weeks ago, she thought for sure someone had broken in, but the more she looked, the more the details didn't add up. First, nothing was ever stolen, the main entrance lock never looked tampered with, and the windows, even the tricky one in the kitchen that's impossible to unlatch without making noise, were always sealed tight. But the strangest part? Sometimes she'd notice faint handprints on mirrors or windows, only for them to fade before her eyes the moment she turns to grab her phone to take a picture. Other times the TV would be on a channel she never watches, or her kitchen tap would be running with no one home to turn it. It was as if someone, or something, was in the house when she wasn't. After weeks of enduring this, she set up cameras to be sure, and the footage showed something she could never have expected. Watch closely. If you look closely, you'll notice a moving shadow walking past, just as she was attending to her dog. For someone who lives alone, this is hard to dismiss, and after rewatching this clip again and again, she's beginning to connect the dots, and suspects that the shadow might be the very thing responsible for all the strange disturbances, but I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. In this next video, Billy and his partner were just about to sleep when they heard a loud scraping sound coming from the living room. Fearing it might be an intruder, they decided not to go out there immediately, but instead checked the camera feed on their phone to see what was happening. This is what they saw.
We're too scared to go out in the living room because this is happening right now. Right now. We're not going out there with this happening in our home.
The kind of wind it would take to move that chair isn't the kind of breeze they could have missed in their bedroom, and besides, all the windows were locked. A normal nightly routine before bed. When Bill posted the video online, theories started pouring in. Some said it could be a friendly ghost, maybe the spirit of a previous homeowner trying to get their attention without harming them. At this point, Bill and his partner don't know what to believe. What do you think happened here? This next clip was captured inside Riley's bar, a lively, welcoming spot right in the heart of Fayetteville, Arkansas, along the iconic Dixon Street. And if you know anything about Fayetteville, especially the Dixon Street area, you'll know it has its fair share of eerie legends and haunted locations. Locals have whispered about a glowing figure carrying a lantern across the street at night, and even rumors of teenage Satanist rituals in the nearby woods during the 70s and 80s. One quiet night, Aaron, a regular at the bar, noticed something strange. Have a look.
Tanya looks at me and she goes, Dave, and I was like, oh! I got it.
This is not the first time something like this is happening. He has seen bar stools turn slightly as if someone invisible had just taken a seat and heard the soft sound of change clinking when the register was closed. Given the history of the location, it's hard not to wonder if this is a trick of faulty hardware or something tied to one of Fayetteville's ghostly tales. But like always, I'll let you decide. But if you've ever been to Riley's and seen something strange for yourself, your story might just help solve this mystery. This next clip was filmed by a woman inside another allegedly haunted location, and what she caught on camera is giving a lot of people chills.
I came to Dollar Tree, you know, my mom, and I left my cart here. And I was gonna look at some pens, right? And then all of a sudden, my carrito, dude, it started moving by itself. Like, I literally like moved over. Y iba el carrito like en chinga. Guys, look. Look. Bitch. Oh my god. So y'all saw me push that shit. I'm leaving it alone. Like, I literally walked over here. Y el carrito solo, dude. Like, it started moving. Like, that's some crazy shit. Like, que no se está moviendo. But, like, ahorita me sacó un pinche susto el pinche carrito. Because I was like, bitch, no. I was like, guys. Dude, I swear. What the heck? Pero, guys. No mames. What the fuck? And before anybody says, dude, andas con alguien, like, no ando con nadie. Like, ya lo moví para acá. Así como si se me va, like, I have a grip on it. Pero ando sola, like, don't even start de que, ay, andas con alguien lo está empujando. Bitch, there's nobody here. So ahorita, like, si se me viene a mí, y mira, no lo estoy tocando. Y miren, like, no hay nadie conmigo. Para que no digan, ay, Daniela, lo estás empujando. Or like nothing. Are you seeing this shit? Bitch. Oh my god. Dude. Like, there's nobody. Bitch. Did you guys see that shit? Se movió solo. El pinche carrito. Oh my god. Dude, what the fuck? ¿Quién anda shopping conmigo? Órale, aquí, mijito, si vas a andar shopping conmigo, móchate. Porque no vinimos de aquí al Dollar Tree. Pero what the fuck, bro? Oh my god. Aquí no venimos de free ride. Aquí tú viniste conmigo, you're going to shop with me.
What makes this footage so creepy is the wave of stories that surfaced after it was posted. A woman named Tori, who works at a Dollar Tree in another town, commented that her store is also haunted. When asked what she'd seen, she explained, "We all think it's a little kid because everyone who's seen it says it's no more than 3 feet tall. It likes to knock things over, run through the aisles, and pull shopping carts apart." Of course, some people try to find a logical answer, suggesting the floor might be uneven, but if that's the case, how do you explain the cart rolling to the right, and then doing the exact same thing when turned the other way? So, is this a mischievous ghost child roaming the aisles, or is there a perfectly normal explanation we're missing? This next clip was filmed by a group of friends who were leaving a child's funeral. As they passed a nearby playground, something caught their eye, and it stayed on their minds for the entire journey home. Take a look.
It was doing the same thing and it hasn't stopped. It hasn't slowed down.
That's so creepy.
I thought somebody hit it at first.
Oh, it's been doing that for the past 20-30 minutes or longer.
That's so creepy.
And look at the green one. It's not doing it.
It's not even doing shit.
Oh my.
In the footage, you'll notice the green swing moving gently, but the blue one is swinging back and forth far more aggressively. Some believe this is the spirit of the child, using the swing to let loved ones know he's in a better place. And I must agree, it's a comforting thought. But others think it's something else entirely. Perhaps a playful spirit passing through, or even a more unsettling presence drawn to the sadness of the day. So is this a gentle goodbye, or something far stranger? You decide. In this next clip, Yuri and her friend walk into the house and immediately notice something strange. Watch this.
What the f? It's the Mother's Day balloon. What the hell, bro? It's being dragged down the hall. If that shit goes in the sala, I'ma freak out. Bring it to the sala. Bring it to the sala. If you're real, bring it to the sala. Yo, it's like a ghost pulling that balloon right now, Jamie.
It's
She's
turning.
recording it.
It's turning.
If you're real, bring it to the sala. Bring it to the living room.
Didn't you say not to do that because it's like against God?
No, I want to know. The shit is spinning. The balloon is spinning, like, slowly. Justina's recording it. Justina's, what is happening? It's being
going
pulled down.
It's going towards the side!
No!
No! Oh God!
No!
First, they have no idea how that balloon even got there. It wasn't in the house before, no one brought it in, and the doors were locked. Yet somehow, it's just floating there as if waiting for them. But what happens next is even more unsettling. They jokingly tell the balloon where to go, and it moves in that exact direction. Some believe it's an eerie coincidence, others think it's a classic example of paranormal interaction, a spirit using an object to respond, or the balloon might be tied to a specific presence that's either attached to the house or to Yuri herself. Whichever the case, the fact remains, the balloon wasn't theirs, it wasn't supposed to be there, and it seemed to obey commands. If that's not paranormal, then what is? Like other videos, this remains unresolved. For more hunting videos, subscribe to this channel now.